This is probably one of the most exciting pieces of legislation I've seen in my 30 years of doing this. It's multifaceted, it's broad-based, it can be interconnected. There are a number of ways that small businesses can use this resource in order to be able to provide the economic incentives necessary for their businesses to be able to move forward and start to grow again. There are a couple of major programs that we want to make sure everybody is aware of. There are two loan programs. One loan program is up to $100,000, and all of these programs, by the way, are for businesses that are in business for more than a year, as the mayor said, fewer than 50 employees, headquartered in the state of Connecticut, and are current on their state taxes. Those are all the eligibility guidelines. So any eligibility guidelines that you may have been familiar with other programs do not apply to this one. So if you meet that list of eligibility criteria, we would love to hear from you. Going back to the first one is a loan up to $100,000. It's at a very attractive interest rate of 4%. It can be used by any small business owner for almost any legitimate business purpose. It can be used to stabilize the business. It can be used to help grow a business. And there are no job requirements attached to this loan program. The second loan program, which is a larger incentive loan program, can go as high as $250,000, can also be used for working capital. The difference between the $250,000 loan program and the $100,000 loan program is that the business has to create at least one new full-time job. There is also a forgiveness component in the $250,000 loan program, so it's not only there to help stabilize and grow small businesses, it's also there to stimulate job growth. So that's an exciting piece. The third piece that's available is an unusual combination for small businesses, and I've spent most of my professional life saying there are no grants for small businesses. Well, surprise, now there are grants for small businesses. The grant program has a very specific purpose. Many small businesses during this recession, because of lack of confidence in the economy, have been holding back on making new capital investments into their businesses. The purpose of the grant program is to try and motivate small businesses who are in this position to do an infusion of new equity capital into their business, to make that kind of investment now and to help stimulate the economy by doing so. So if a small business is in a position to make an equity investment of $10,000 to $100,000 maximum in their business, the state grant program will match it dollar for dollar. Now, there is an important piece that all business owners need to know about this grant program. You must apply for it and get approved before you do the investment of capital. So any recent investment of capital before you get approved in this program will not qualify. But if you apply first and then put in your equity investment, it will qualify for the grant program. The great piece of this is that you can layer these. A small business can use the loan program, either one, and the grant program simultaneously to add that extra oomph for growth and job creation. And the fourth piece that we want to make sure that everybody has available to them is the tax credit piece. For those businesses that are going to create new full-time permanent jobs, there is a monthly tax credit that ranges between $500 and $900 a month. It's a state tax credit. They will get it every month for a 3-year period. That can make a big difference in terms of the cash flow of a business being able to actually hire more employees. The other good piece of the job tax credit piece is that businesses 50 and under employees are eligible if they hire one employee. Businesses that are larger and have 50 to 100 employees are also eligible to participate in this, but they have to hire at least 5 new employees. All 5 will count, but they have to hire 5. Anybody with employee bases larger than that must hire create 10 new positions and hire 10 new employees. So there is a myriad of resources available. It covers almost every aspect of what would stimulate potential small business growth in the state. We are one of the agencies that is administering this program. We are accepting applications now. We would be delighted to talk to anybody who is interested in plugging into any of these programs. If you want to do more than one, we will help you coordinate that, because one of the questions is always, well, how do I make sure that I layer all of these and they work properly? Our staff will walk you through that. The loan programs, again, are 4%. They're 5-year terms. If the business really needs more flexibility than that to get to a smaller monthly payment so that they have a better chance of getting through this recession, we can do up to a 10-year amortization schedule with a 5-year restructure. There's all sorts of creativity in this program, and I would highly recommend that every business that has managed to work their way through this recession so far take advantage of this program. It's phenomenal.